Hello, my loves. For those of you who do not know, I am Gypsy and I let Spirit decide which reading we were going to do today. So we have, what is it that you want? What are you trying to currently manifest? Or what outcome would you like to see right now? Then we have the next portion of the reading, which is like an outsider, someone around you, people around you, a collective around you, and what is their opinion on what it is that you are currently doing or trying to manifest. Then we have any challenges that may come up on your path to manifestation or getting what it is that you want. And finally, what is the reward at the end? What can you expect? So let's just get into it with the pile selection. Today I have 3 piles for you to choose from. So first of all, take a big deep breath in for me and out. And ask yourself, which of these 3 piles best represents what my current manifestation is. Once you've made your selection, you can go to the description box and click on the timestamp that will take you directly to the beginning of your reading. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. So first of all, what exactly is it that you want? What outcome do you desire right now? What are you manifesting? Then we have someone else in the mix. Is there somebody else that's involved? What would your friends say? What's somebody else's stance on it, right? Are they getting in the way? Do they agree? What do they think about it? Then we have any challenges that you could potentially face in this situation in getting what it is that you want, and then the outcome or reward at the end. So I'm not doing songs today. I was like, I'm not doing songs, but you got a song, and don't tell the other piles that you got a song. The song is Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger. And so Sally can't wait. She knows it's too late as she's walking on by. My soul slides away. Don't look back in anger, I heard her say. Some of you might be angry. All right, don't be mad, but it's giving that energy. Okay, so what is it that pile number 1 wants? The Hanged Man in the reverse. Interesting. So you want somebody to make some sort of sacrifice for you, or to see things from your perspective. It's like you either want them to sacrifice their opinion on something, sacrifice their view, sacrifice a person, sacrifice a thing, a habit. Like, so this could be like, I don't want you to spend a lot of time with that person. If you want to be with me, you have to cancel whatever you have going on with this other person. It could be like, you know, you want somebody to sacrifice spending so much time at work, a toxic addiction, such as, you know, I think you're drinking too much, like this kind of energy. Let's keep going. Let's clarify this energy. So we have the raccoon, the stars, and the tornado. Now the raccoon is somebody who's very resourceful, right? You're like, I don't necessarily understand what the problem is here, because if you were to sacrifice this thing or your way of seeing things, this would immediately solve the problem, right? Not you, like this other person. You're like, you're asking questions. I just heard you're asking somebody questions, like insightful questions, like, why do you feel this way, or why do you think this way, or why do you need this particular thing, or why are you not willing to make the sacrifice for me? Why are you so like rigid in your stance? Why are you not willing to change your mind here? I wish that you would be more adaptable. And like, you're like, this would easily solve the problem, right? The way that it's coming through. It's like, this is smart. This is the answer, is in your energy. Interesting. So then we have the stars, right? Which means that you're quite optimistic about this, that this person would sacrifice this thing for you, or that it would like bring everything back on track and it would align you better with your other manifestations. So it's like, so you're manifesting something else which is not coming through in what it is that you want. But currently the challenge that you're facing is that you need somebody else to be a little bit more adaptable, somebody to see your point of view so that you can get what it is that you want. And then we have the tornado, which is like, I feel like you've brought destruction into this space or somebody feels that you have. We're getting to that. That's the person, right? There's another person. So this is like, I feel like you asking me to sacrifice this is a little sudden or unexpected, or it's going to cause, like, it's going to be like a tornado, or this person's kicking up a fuss here, right? Let me see what else we have here in regards to this energy. I'm going to be clarifying as we go. Show me what else we need to know about this sacrifice, please. Yeah, I can't create in this space because of this thing that you're unwilling to sacrifice. like it's nothing's growing here. And the reason why nothing's growing is that you're pointing it out. I can't manifest. The reason why nothing's growing or it's not fertile is because perhaps somebody else that you're working with is completely wasting resources, or it could be like somebody that you're working with on a project and they have an idea but it's draining a lot of the resources, so you're like, you're going to have to sacrifice this thing because it's not making us any money, it's not bearing any fruit, it's not bringing anything back. Show me more about the dream, the overall dream. So this is about, you have two different perspectives, like, so you're manifesting something different to this person that you're dealing with, so it's causing discord among you. So you're saying this is a bad choice that you're making, and they think that something that you're trying to manifest is a bad choice, so it's causing conflict here. You're like, I don't understand why you're so indecisive in this situation, because this would solve everything, and they probably feel the same way. So this is very frustrating. Okay, show me this tornado. Show me this tornado, please. Damn. So you're quite forceful in the way that you're communicating this. So if you're not willing to sacrifice this thing, I will just accept it for what it is, and I'm going to put my energy elsewhere. I'm not going to continue to give to this. Like, you might be coming through quite forcefully, right, with that tornado energy here. It's like, if you're not willing to do this for me, or to change your way of doing things, I'll work with somebody else. I will, build with somebody else. I'll manifest with somebody else, or I'll do it on my own. Because whatever this thing is that you're unwilling to sacrifice is keeping me stuck, is the energy. Interesting. Like, I'm too enthusiastic about this thing and what it is that I want and the dream that I'm trying to manifest. Now let's have a look at who this other person is first. Who is this other person? So we have the Eight of Swords. Oh, dropping cards. Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So the Eight of Swords being somebody who feels like their back's up against a wall here. It's like, damn, I feel trapped in this situation. They're feeling maybe a little bit victimized by you right now, but they also feel like they've got insight into how to free themselves. They've got an idea or a strategy in order to get out of sacrificing this thing, right? But for now, their back's up against the wall, so they might be tiptoeing around you right now, whoever this person is in your energy. Then we have the Moose. So the Moose is like somebody who's like cool, calm, collected, like is not aggressive in any way. So this person is like just trying to remain calm. Like, well, you may be potentially crashing out a bit, Panama. It's like you're being quite forceful in what it is that you need from this person. And they're like, if I just stay calm and I stay confident and stand without making any decision at all, like it feels like maybe I don't have to make a decision here. It feels like pile number one is trying to impose what they want onto me. Like, they can't challenge you, right? They feel like their back's up against a wall, that you're forcing them to make some sort of sacrifice or decision. But if they just like ride it out, it's giving that kind of energy. So this person is also confident that they will win this argument. They've got an idea. What's your idea? Okay, let's see. What's it? First of all, what are they doing? All right, show me. Show me this Moose, please. Yeah, if they remain, it's giving like, if I don't make any false moves here, like pole one is not going to rip my head off. It's giving that kind of energy. It's like, because I've got the Eight of Swords in the reverse now. So this is like, I'm trapped now. My back's up against a wall and I can't do anything. However, if I just wait it out, then I'll be free of this trap. I'll be able to escape like unscathed. Do you know what I mean? I will be able to survive this. I will escape this unscathed, right? It's giving like somebody doing time for something, and then it's like eventually I'll be free of this if I just do my time, keep my head down, and just stay out of trouble. It's giving that kind of energy. Interesting. Okay. So what is their strategy to win here, please? This person. It's funny because you're both in the same sort of energy where you feel like you can resolve this problem. You're quite confident that this would resolve the problem, and they're quite confident that their strategy that they're using to just not make any false moves around you right now, not upset the apple cart, is going to pay off for them. Okay, so we've got the Six of Swords in reverse and the Star in reverse. So they're trying not to get caught up in your negativity. So they see you as like bringing negativity to a situation. Or they may feel like you're replaying something. Do you know what I mean? Like you're bringing up a past argument. Like it's giving that kind of energy. Oh, pile number one is just bringing up this past argument again, and I'm just going to like wait until they're over it or until they simmer down, or I'm just going to avoid them for now and just be a good girl or a good boy so that I can avoid any chaos here. Okay, interesting. What is their opinion? I'm scared to look. What is their opinion? And that's so funny. So Sally can wait. It's like they're hoping that you can wait to make it, like for them to make a decision. So then we have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Okay, so this is like, this could be somebody that you live with, somebody within the home. See how this Four of Pentacles is just like holding out here? If I just hold on to my way of doing things, if I don't cave, if I don't give them, like pile number one, exactly what it is that they want, it'll all be fine. It'll all work itself out. Then we have Gaia, the Ring, and Snowflake. I feel like this person knows you quite well, pile number one, right? This person knows you very well. They actually feel like they are the person that keeps you grounded in some way. They feel like they bring balance into who you are, and that may be very well true, pile number one. So then we have the rings here. This could be somebody that you are married to, somebody that you're in some sort of contract with, a business partner, or they feel like you're a team or you have a partnership of some kind, and that you made a promise and that there was a bond or a pact, or it's like you have a certain agreement between the two of you that you support each other. Then we have the Snowflake. Now the Snowflake is delicate, right? So they're like, I just need to handle pile number one delicately right now. I'm not going to do anything. If I think something, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to be shush for now, right? It's giving that kind of energy. I feel like this, they feel quite stable in their connection with you, or in this business contract or whatever this is. They're not swaying. Show me this. Show me this stability that they feel like they bring. So that's interesting. So damn. So is this like, so we've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse and the Two of Cups in the reverse. So this could be to do with some sort of family situation. They just feel like things are, there's disharmony right now. You're not seeing eye to eye. You're not getting along. Show me more about this contract, please. But I feel like they're thinking pole number one is a little ungrounded right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, so the contract is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So if this is like a relationship, this is a relationship that is facing a challenge right now. It's not necessarily thriving. It feels like you're on two separate pages right now. If this is a business contract, it's like the business is losing money, or it's like it's not going well. They're sort of seeing it as a bad, like, you know, when you have a business, you have good times and bad times. It's like, oh, this is just pole number one reacting to the challenges that we're currently facing. And, you know, it'll bounce back. Like, they seem quite optimistic that if they just do or say nothing, that it will resolve itself, or that you'll get over it. Pole number one. They may think that you're in a bit of a lack mindset. And then if this is something that is happening within your relationship, it's like, this is just one of those times where we just, our relationship is not thriving, but it will get better. Like, we have like this deep bond to each other, like we're married, or we've committed to each other, or this is the person that I see myself being with for the long haul. It's just like, this person's shutting me out right now. This person is upset with me right now, but it's fine. Like, we've been through things like this before. It's giving that kind of energy, but it's stable, right? With that Four of Wands, I feel quite stable in what it is that we've built together. Then we have this, yeah, the Snowflake. Clarify this Snowflake. This is like, I need to be very careful about how I handle this situation. They're saying I better handle pile number one delicately so they don't crash out on me, so they don't kick me out. Okay, so they're very careful about what it is that they're saying and the way that they are communicating. And they're doing a lot of watching, observing your behavior. So this is like, I'll wait until pile number one's in a better mood before I approach them. I feel like they know you so well, whoever this person is that you're dealing with. Then we have the Justice in the reverse. This is like something that's unfair. So they feel it's unfair. They may feel it's unfair in the way that they're being treated right now. So this could be like a money situation. We've got King of Pentacles in the reverse. They feel that you want to take money from them, or that you see them as someone that's taking money from you, right? Or that's a poor investment. And that makes a lot of sense. Like with the business partner, it's like, you need to sacrifice this particular business dealing. You are draining our resources, you're draining our funds, you're draining our money, and it's not getting us anywhere. Or this could be like a relationship. You need to cut out this toxic habit because we're not getting anywhere. We're not being able to manifest. So I feel like whatever this is, you're manifesting with someone else, right? And you feel like they're the problem. So that you're like, hey, you need to cut this out. You need to like step up in this area. Okay, let's have a look at any potential challenges here. So what is the challenge here? We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is not like willing to put in the effort. So your challenge is that this person is not necessarily willing to cut this thing off, make this sacrifice. Now with the Six of Pentacles here, this is the energy of like, I think this thing will eventually pay off. Like, it'll be fine. They're very optimistic here, like that this is just like something that you're going through right now. And also in your energy, it's like, well, if this person is not going to give me what it is that I need, if they can't show up for me and make the investments that I need, or make the changes that I need, or work with me on this, and it's not equal give and take, then I'm just going to pull back my investment in this person, or I'm, maybe, again, I'll work with a different business partner, I will co-create with someone else, or I'll just do it on my own. Like, I don't need this person's support. So your challenge is becoming detached from this person, because I've got this one, the Winter. This one says detached. Hibernation. Now I'm hearing a different song. You're getting all the songs, part number one. Okay, so the song I'm hearing, let it be, let it be, let it be, oh let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let's go a little deeper here. What is this withdrawing of investment? It's giving like, if you're going to withdraw your investment, then I'm going to withdraw mine. This is your challenge coming up here. Yeah, Four of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like I'm giving too much, that I'm being too generous with, what it is that I'm giving in this situation. Whether it be, I feel like for a lot of you, this is money, because I've got a lot of pentacles here, right? But it's like, I feel like I'm being overly generous with you, and I'm giving, sacrificing things in order to manifest this thing together, and you're not giving what I'm giving. I need to see more from you. Six of Pentacles. You're asking for help from this person, right? In whatever way that shows up. Perhaps you're asking for a financial investment. You're asking them to, put more into the family, or some investment that you're sharing together. It's like, I want more. It's not fair. Now show me this detached energy, please. It's like you might be giving this person the silent treatment until you get what it is that you want. You're like hibernating from this person. Yeah, it's giving silent treatment. Eight of Wands in reverse. This is like a lack of communication. I'm just not going to tell you what it is that I want. I need somebody who is supportive and mature. And I don't feel like you're being mature in this situation, is what you're saying, or how you're feeling. So this is a challenge that you will face. Then we have the Five of Wands. So this is like a conflict or a disagreement. But the Five of Wands is something that's like, it's fixable, right? It's fixable, but it's just like, it feels like you're competing with each other. You're in the same sort of energy. Let's have a look at the reward here. For dealing with this situation, what's the outcome for pile number ones? The Hierophant and Judgment. Get out of town. So this is not, okay, that's why you got let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Let it be. Allow the universe to handle this one, pile number one. Oh dear, because it's like you're being challenged by this person. Okay, so we have, sorry, I just got, that's big energy. The Hierophant and Judgment, that's God, right? That's God coming through, calling judgment on this situation. Now, you have to allow that to happen, right? Then we have the Fox, right? The Letter and the Sun. So, it seems like both people in this situation are serving their own self-interest, right? Here's what I need from you. I'm not willing to give that. You're trying to, like, I want to hold on to, like, they're like, I want to hold on to this thing because I feel like you're trying to control me, or you're trying to get what you want and I'm trying to get what I want. It's like, show me this Fox, please. Something's off here, right? Something's off and you can feel it. And I just heard God says all. He's going to make it right. Yeah, this person's competing with you. Why? Why is this person competing with pile number one? If they just don't like, I feel like you've been through this with this person before, right? And they just never learn. They never learn their lesson. There's something to do with, right? 10 of Swords in reverse, the Hierophant, ego death. That's an ego death. So they've been unwilling to transform something within themselves, right? The 10 of Swords is like an ending. It's something that, you know, like it was supposed to end a specific way and it hasn't. So now you've got like God energy coming in saying, I'll take care of it. Then you've got the letter. Show me this letter. So this is like receiving some sort of information. Oh, yes. So there's going to be a letter that is delivered, right? Or some sort of communication. It could be an email, could be a fax, right? It could be some sort of communication that you get from somebody, a text, and it's an opportunity, right, for you, or it is like a bad opportunity for them. They're going to have to make this sacrifice, right? There's something karmic going on here. So you're getting all of the opportunities rewarded to you at this time. If this person doesn't sacrifice this thing, is what is being said here. If this person doesn't make this sacrifice for you, God will make sure that they pay the price for that. They're going to get some karmic retribution. So like they might get a letter saying that, you know, they have to pay back some money or something like that. They have to pay off some sort of karmic debt. Yeah, a lack of movement. The Chariot in reverse. This is like something that causes an obstacle for them. So they're going to be facing obstacles and you're getting opportunities offered to you. Like you were chosen for this. Then we've got the Sun energy, which is like incredibly positive. Like this is like success, right? Show me the success. But you got to let it be. Don't go back and forth with this person. Yeah, you have to withdraw from this argument in order to get this outcome. I know there's a lot of things that you probably want to say because it seems like you're close to a crash out, right? You're like, what? This energy is giving like, this person's an idiot. They could solve this problem easily by just giving me what it is that I want. They don't want to. There's like hostility here. They feel hostility toward you for asking them to choose this or make this particular decision or cut this particular thing out. I don't want pile number one to tell me what it is that I need to do. Let me get a final advice, please. What is final advice for pile number one, please? It's just a setback. This one says, this is an obstacle hindering your progress of advancement, right? So it's just something that is going on, a problem that you're facing, right? This other person, like, I feel like they see you with a clear direction. Perhaps they have like a lack of direction and perhaps they are using like, you know, some sort of crutch that is not supportive of your relationship or what it is that you're trying to manifest together. It seems like there's a bit of a power struggle going on here, if I'm honest. This person doesn't want you to dictate what it is that they should change about themselves, and I feel like that's fair enough, right? Because none of us do. This person has self-destructive tendencies. This card says, okay, this person avoids facing the reality of their situation, leading them to confusion, anxiety, and paranoia. This person creates deception and betrayal within their relationships. And then this one says sacrificing their own needs for the sake of love. That's what they don't want to be doing here. They don't want to be making this sacrifice for love. They're like, what are you sacrificing? But it's like, I don't feel like you have these addictions that this other person has, or this toxic energy, or whatever this is that you're asking them to sacrifice, or you don't have, this problem with money, or you don't have this delusional idea that they're investing all their money in that's just like sucking away all their resources. You know what I mean? So you have a good outcome, but you have to do less, right? This person is going to be their own undoing. You just focus on what it is that you are manifesting. Don't worry too much about this, because God's coming in to sort this out, right? This is like, it's going higher ups here. If this reading resonated with you, leave me a comment down in the comment section. If you'd like to book a personalized reading with me, all the information is in the description box. Much love. Hello, my beautiful part number twos. First of all, we're going to go into what it is that you want. What outcome do you currently want? What is that you are currently manifesting? The second part of the reading is about somebody else involved, right? Who is like involved in this situation, and what is their opinion, or how do they see things about you manifesting this particular thing? Any challenges that you may potentially face, and then we have the reward at the end. Okay, let's have a look. What is part number 2 manifesting? What exactly do they want? 10 of Pentacles. What? 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the Star. So you might be manifesting like incredible wealth, long-term, like no pressure. You're not putting any pressure on yourself, part number 2. What? You want it all. You want a lot of money, right? A lot of attention. This is like star quality. You want to be known for something. You want to leave a legacy. Okay. What else do we have here? We've got the eagle, the tornado, and the squirrel. So you understand, part number 2, that this is going to be a challenge, right? You understand this isn't going to be easy, but you've learned so much and you're willing to push past boundaries in order to get this, right? You're quite proud of what you've been able to achieve so far. You're willing to acknowledge where there's opportunities available to you. So you're very optimistic about this, and you've been through a lot, so you have a clear vision in mind of what it is that you want to integrate. You're integrating your past lessons, your present situation where you are currently at, and also your future. Is like this blend of alchemy that's going on here, where it's like, I can make this happen. Then you have the tornado. So this might be like a sudden, violent, aggressive thought that you had, or realization that you've just recently come to, where it's like you want to shake things up in your life. You want to be like a tornado coming through, right? It's like, it might be sudden that you've decided this. Like, you're like, I'm ending whatever this previous chapter is, and I'm stepping into this incredible abundance, right? Part number 2, you are like a tornado coming through, ripping through towns, like just bulldozing everything in your path. Like, I can overcome any obstacle because of everything that I've previously learned. It's giving the energy of like, I'm prepared for any challenge. And I love that. I love that for you. I believe you. Is there anything else here that I need to know about this? King of Pentacles. You're going to do it, right? Because you just want security at this point in your life. And you're incredibly practical. Wow. You're a King of Pentacles. If anyone's going to create long-lasting, and a King of Wands, what? Who are you? Part number 2. An entrepreneur, somebody who is motivated, somebody who inspires others, somebody who's like, I am the man or woman for the job. Let's have a look who else is involved here. Who's this other person, first of all? Okay, so we've got the 3 of Pentacles. So this is somebody that you have previously worked with or collaborated with in some way. And the 6 of Cups. So somebody that, like, this could be like past colleagues, people that you've worked with in the past, friends that you've had from the past. It's people like that you went to school with a lot of the time, like when we're thinking about this nostalgic energy of people that you collaborated with, people you went to school with, or someone that you went to school with. Clarifying that, we have, yes, you've changed a lot since you were around this person or people. It's like you've completely reinvented yourself. So this is interesting. So this isn't necessarily a bad situation of somebody getting involved. This is just like, wow, part number 2's really changed. Like perhaps you were somebody who was like relatively quiet. It seems like part number 2's changed out of nowhere, right? Let's see what their opinions are. So we have the Death card again. It's like that full transformation energy. This is not the part number 2 that I remember, right? 4 of Wands. Part number 2 now seems incredibly stable. Like they're building something. And this is great. So we've got the 2 of Cups here. So this is somebody who is admiring you or, you know, having good feelings about you. This is somebody that would want to be friends with you if they're not already. But I feel like they're not necessarily friends with you right now, but they want to be your friend. Because you are now incredibly powerful. Something in your energy. Absolutely you are. Absolutely you are. It's like maybe these people haven't seen you for quite some time. Like just your attitude and your demeanor is like very attractive to people right now. You are incredibly confident. Perhaps I'm getting this energy of like, perhaps you were a bit of a loner. Do you know what I mean? Like when you were younger. They also see you as somebody who is like kind and helpful and playful and funny. Do you know what I mean? Like they wish they could be around you. It's like you bring joy to people and they're like, I wish I would stayed friends with part number 2, right? Maybe they are your childhood friends. Maybe you are still friends with them, but it's like, it's giving the energy of like, they want to play with you. Like, they want to play with you. Interesting. Let's have a look at the challenge here. What is any challenges along this path? So we have the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is somebody who is, again, they said that, you know, in their energy, it was like, oh, part number 2 is so kind and compassionate and loving and just a beautiful, beautiful energy. Yes. Now, this is coming out in your challenge position. So this is, you have to be mindful of giving too much of yourself to other people, right? Especially if you're trying to build wealth. So be mindful of that. Part number 2. Yeah, 2 of Swords. So this is about blocking things out. I don't hear that drama. I don't see it. I understand that you're beginning to understand that you're making drastic changes like recently with that tornado energy here. So it's like I had to prioritize my own goals and aspirations in order to get where it is that I'm going, and I'm willing to do that. That means I can't necessarily overextend the way that I used to the people around me. So this is a pretty good challenge. Yeah, Knight of Swords. This is somebody who comes racing in to save the day. I can't be Captain Save-A-Ho in this situation anymore. You're going to have to deal with your own problems, your own shit. It doesn't mean that I'm not compassionate to your situation. It just means that I can't exert my energy there because I'm really, really putting it into what I'm building long term here. Queen of Swords, boundaries. Yeah. This is like my sword is up, right? Again, you don't have any cards here to indicate that you are being like not compassionate here. You are incredibly compassionate to other people. You just understand what to make your problem and what not. Then we have the heart energy. Yeah, it's like, again, that open, loving, compassionate energy. Now, this is your challenge, right? Wanting to forgive everybody for what they're doing to you, wanting to, you know, uphold your commitment and be a good friend and be a good lover and care about everybody. That's fantastic, but you got to keep it in balance because it's not necessarily in alignment with what it is that you want. You want to build wealth, you want to build stability, you want to build longevity. So these 2 energies are conflicting is the message here. Yeah, this is a new version of you, right? You're incredibly fertile at this time, which is fantastic. Yeah, so this is like, you understand that other people's issues, other people's problems, other people's obstacles, like you've had to overcome so many of your obstacles and you learned a lot, and you have to allow other people to do this for themselves, right? People confuse things, they complicate things, you get tangled up in other people's ish. It's like problems that you don't necessarily need to be solving, and there's the potential for you to get caught up in these people's lessons, in their karma, in what it is that they're facing. It's like, part number 2, can you come and sort this mess out for me? You know, I'm stuck. I don't know how to overcome this. Yeah, I feel like you are compassionate, very compassionate to the struggles of others, and you exhaust yourself and burn yourself out by consistently overextending yourself to people who are refusing to learn anything, right? They're not growing. And there's a reason for that, right? Because people like you come in and solve every problem for them, allow them to learn so that they too can grow through their obstacles and challenges just as you have. Then let's look at the reward. We have the Ace of Wands. So this is an incredible output of energy. Like, you're going to find yourself waking up with, passion to create, right? It's a very creative energy. It is feeling inspired each day. So this is the long-term reward for you. Seven of Swords. Let's see what else we have. Oh, damn. Five of Swords. This is interesting. So this is like a Three of Swords. You're communicating something here. This is all communication. Five of Wands as well. So you got all these conflict cards and the Empress. This is an interesting reward, right? This is interesting because this is like drama and chaos that is going on around you, or that you're being called into. It's like you can use that as fuel in what it is that you are creating. You're using aspects of your own heartache, the challenges that you've been through, and you're using it as fuel to fuel your business. So it's like you're alchemizing your pain into purpose, and you're becoming the Empress. This is helping you to manifest. So you're almost like welcoming the challenges, because in some form you're using it in what it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're creating. So say, for example, you have like a platform where you share content and you're telling about stories of what's actually happening around you, and it's getting a lot of views, or it's getting a lot of engagement, it's making you a lot of money, but it's not necessarily something positive always that you're talking about. But then you are this like heart-centered being, so you may feel some type of way about using this kind of content, but I feel like this is going to help you, because people identify with struggle, people identify with pain. You're turning pain into purpose. So you might be opening up about certain things that it is that you've been through with people, and people just deeply resonate with it. It's giving that. Yeah, alchemy. Yeah, okay, beautiful. It's like you're making it work for you, your pain. Then we have the Aquarius energy there. Now, Aquarians are very like opinionated. So you might be sharing opinions on something. It's like you might be causing conflict, but not necessarily getting into conflict with people. You know what I mean? Like, you might be one of these people that has a platform where you're talking about drama, or you're talking about, oh, this is what happened to me, and this lady was so rude to me today. And it's like, you're not necessarily addressing that person or calling them out specifically, but it's like, it's creating eyes on you. Or you might be ruffling feathers, like sharing your opinions on certain like political topics or something like that. It's like you're leaning into the conflict. And this is actually the reward, because this is what's going to lead you faster toward this specific money outcome, right? Now, this could include some people that you have incredible bonds with. There could be like family situations that you're talking about, your upbringing, things like that. And it's like your baggage, your burdens, your unhealed trauma, your guilt, your shame, any regrets that you have, you're blending it into content. Like, or it doesn't have to be content, like creation. You're creating something with it. You might be writing a book or something, right? It's going to like help you along the way. And so this is why you can't continue to be this people pleaser. Okay, let's have a look. What is final advice here for pile number 2, please? Past grievances I just pulled. So yeah, it's like stuff about that's happened in your past. Your resentments, your judgments of others, holding on to things from the past and unresolved issues. This is what you're actually, now this was advice for you, right? So this is what you are being urged to call upon in order to alchemize it into something else. You may be also like clearing up any confusion about particular situations, which may cause other people to become upset. It seems like there's other people around you that maybe you're calling them out for something, or maybe not specifically by name, but it's like they don't value constructive criticism. You know, like most of us don't. Most of us don't like it. I also feel like sometimes like something that you say is going to be interpreted wrong anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like people are going to feel victimized by whatever it is that you're doing. So if you're writing a book, for example, like people might be in the book or things that they did to you in the book. Maybe you're talking about some of these people from your past. Is that what's happening? No, because they seem like they're happy for you. Show me more about this, please. Yeah, you're setting things straight. You're standing in your truth, right? King of Swords. You've got nearly all the kings here. This is like total boss up energy. People who didn't take accountability for things. People who felt like they got away with something. Who didn't have like a guilty conscience. It's like who bullied you. Like perhaps you're talking about bullies or something. It's interesting because we did have that like childhood kind of energy there. Perhaps you didn't have a good time in school and you did isolate yourself, but you're teaching like, or you're turning your pain into purpose is the way that this is coming through. People who were like aggressive with you, it's like you're shifting into this like I don't give a shit kind of energy. Like I'm not here to protect these people. Thank you so much, pile number 2. If this reading resonated with you, leave me a comment down in the comment section, or if you'd like to book a personalized reading with me, link is in the description box. Much love. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3s. Today we are looking at what it is that you want. What outcome exactly are you trying to manifest right now? How would you like things to go? How would you like things to change? Then we have another person involved, or some like a group of people around you. What do they think about it? What is their input on what it is that you are trying to manifest? Then we have any potential challenges that you may face in your manifestation, in getting what it is that you want, and then the reward at the end, right? If you persevere. Okay, so let's have a look. What is it exactly that pile number 3 would like? What outcome do they want? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you want less work? Maybe you want to, like you want less stuff, right? This is interesting. So the Page of Cups energy here too. Queen of Wands in reverse, Page of Cups. This is like, I want to spend less time at work. I want to have more time for creativity. I want to play. I don't want to be like all work and no play anymore. I want to, maybe you want to quit your job. Maybe you want to give up some sort of investment that you have, sell off your property and, you know, just have more fun with life. It's like, I feel like life's gotten a little bit too serious for me right now, right? Wow, interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, let's see. What else do we have clarifying it? The ladybug. You want to be happy, and you're finding that you are not necessarily happy in the grind. You want to cut back your hours maybe. You feel like you have already built a certain level of stability for yourself, or the stability that you have is just not making you happy. You want more time for comfort. You want more time for leisure, to relax, right? This is like, you feel like you're a little bit out of balance right now, right? In regards to like your output and what it is that you're enjoying about life. Like you might be getting, you know, this doesn't necessarily have to be, but you might be getting up in age a little bit. Maybe you're thinking about retirement or something like that. Yeah, you feel like you're being guided to just focus more on the world around you and just go out in nature and connect spiritually. Like you might be thinking about leaving a 9 to 5 to follow like a spiritual path as well. Like learn more about your spirituality, start a spiritual business. It certainly seems like a slowdown that you want, right? Let's have a look at this other person. Who's this other person? This other person is the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is somebody who's not necessarily supportive of you doing this, right? This is somebody who's like, they're not necessarily creative, right? They're not necessarily like a flow type energy. This is somebody who thinks it's important to be independent, to have a lot of things, to be able to buy what it is that they want and be like long-term sustainable, like in what it is that they're building. Then we have the Sun and Mercury. So the Sun is the energy of like they think that success means money, pentacles, right? This could just be like society, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be a person, but it could be a person that you're dealing with. Could be just the friends that you have, or yeah, society in general. That's like your abundance is determined by how much stuff you have. And I feel like this is being communicated to you, and it could be communicated to you by your friends, like, oh, here's what we did, and we took a trip and it was so amazing, and we spent this much money, or we bought a new house, and we bought a new car. It could be somebody like that, or it could be some, like, just things that you're seeing, that you're collecting, you know, just things that you're watching online. Like, you have to have the house, you have to have the car, you have to have the assets behind you, and it just seems like you are, like, receiving a lot of this information. I just heard gadgets, like maybe you want to just disconnect from social media or whatever, because it's like, I feel like this is what I keep having forced down my throat, but I don't necessarily want that. Now let's have a look at the opinion of this person. Judgment and King of Swords, right? So they're judging you. And King of Swords is like somebody who is like often, like, this could be like somebody in the government. It's somebody who values education, right? You have to have all these qualifications. You need to do this. It's giving that kind of energy. What's clarifying that? The mice. Yeah, it's like, I'm tired. I'm stressed. This could be, say you wanted to retire. This could be somebody saying, you're too young to retire. You can't retire now. You can't just give everything up. You need to follow a specific set of rules. Like, it's giving that kind of energy, someone's opinion. Oh, you're too young to retire. Oh, you can't just leave everything behind. Like, you're going to need that later. It's giving that. It's like they're instilling some sort of fear in you, like you're going to miss out on some sort of major opportunity if you throw everything away right now. They're making it feel like you selling off your assets or cutting back your hours or whatever is going to feel like a loss. Now, this could be like a partner or something that you have, but it's just an outside opinion. It's not. It's somebody who's not supporting you anyway in what it is that you're doing. It's like they're starting to worry you or create fear in you doing this. Like, just, why would you waste everything that you've built? Why would you throw this job away? Why would you give up now? Like, you've got so much left in you, and you're like, this is making me ill, it's making me tired, it's slowly chipping away at me kind of energy. It's like they're preaching expansion, right? But you could do more, you could be more, you could grow further. Okay. Then what is your challenge here? So the challenge is the Two of Wands and the Tower. So the Two of Wands is about choosing a new path. However, the Two of Wands is like, I haven't necessarily mapped it all out. I'm still in the planning stages. I'm still in the dreamer stages. The Tower is exactly what you would be doing in your life. Like, I haven't necessarily made this choice to just like disconnect from absolutely everything that I've built here and start over, right? It's a scary move, right? So you haven't made this decision yet, and that's why this is in your challenge position. What do I have clarifying that? Pisces energy and the Lion. Now, the Lion is somebody who, like, it represents pride and ego. I'm quite proud of what it is that I've achieved so far. I'm quite proud of what it is that I've built. I know I've put a lot of time and effort and energy and, you know, study into this particular thing or this particular job. Maybe I'm a little bit too prideful to retire right now, you know. Things are important to me. Then you've got this Pisces type energy, which is, again, that intuitive energy. So again, it could be like a spiritual business that you're wanting to start. It's like, I feel like it's weird throwing everything away, everything that I've built, everything that people see me as, and just following this intuitive path and following my dreams. But again, the Pisces energy is somebody who is very creative, very artistic, very go with the flow. It's like, I want less. Let me clarify this energy. Anything else in this challenge position for pile number 3, please? You just want peace. You don't want to have to fight for everything anymore or compete for everything. You just want to move into a space of healing yourself, of releasing all the pain and everything that you've been through, right? Beautiful. Let's have a look at your reward. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Cups. This is so beautiful. This is like community. This is people who are just like you, who want the same things as you, who have the same vision as you. You could be joining some sort of like spiritual group if you're doing something spiritual, or finding like-minded souls that are not swayed by this need to have everything, right? It's community. You want to make more memories. You don't want to have to spend all your time at work pushing for a goal that is just like something that you strive to achieve, and then you reach it and then you just go on to the next goal. So this is the reward. The reward is finding people that are just like you, people who are compassionate, people who don't compete with each other for a certain amount of money or titles or greed. They just like hold space for each other. They understand each other. Beautiful. What else is in this reward? You want to be the example, and this is what you will get. Like, people will want to follow your lead, but you know, they may not necessarily have the ability to let go of their ego and completely, you know, release everything, and that's okay. But you're going to show people how they can. Perhaps you are, you know, sharing your journey or something in some way of you just releasing everything. But it's like you become like a lighthouse for people, you know. It's beautiful. You're showing people how, or you can show other people how. Here's how I did it. So you can also like help inspire people to let go if you choose this, if you face the challenges here, if you make this decision, because your challenge is only really committing fully to that decision. You also have like, we've got a card that's here that says spring, right? This is like the springtime where it's like you're connected to the birds, to the nature, you're noticing the flowers, and you're so connected to Gaia and the earth energy and everything around you. This is absolutely beautiful. It's like your goals look completely different now. In the end, you've got increased energy. You feel like just like you can create anything, and you feel incredibly like, yeah, like fertile. And then we have twin flame. That's interesting. So let me clarify, this twin flame energy might meet a partner on this journey, or it just might be representing like mirrored souls, right? Because we've got this like community here, people that are just like you, people that match your vibe, soulmates, people who are divine, right? This is the energy. People who are heart-centered and loving and don't worry about the materialistic bullshit, right? Clarify more of this energy. Now, it's a little sadnessy because it would require you to leave certain things behind, things that haven't worked out. It's bittersweet, right? You might be like traveling somewhere even. It's like you're leaving behind everything that you know and going into the unknown, right? To start afresh, start over, because you're completely discontent in the space that you're in. Why so sad? Why is this so sad? Wait, they're asking me to switch decks. Why is this so sad? So it's like bittersweet reward, right? It will come with its share of challenges. Because you understand something has come to an end. It doesn't mean that you don't have people here that you love in the space that you're currently in. It seems emotional, like you may have to leave somebody behind, right? You want more excitement. You understand that people are going to miss you, right? It feels like you're leaving or you're going somewhere. Like, I don't necessarily have the energy to represent that, but here it's like people are sad to see you go. Now, I'm also hearing like New Year's, like something around the New Year. So you might have plans to go and do this at the New Year, or this might be your resolution, like your dream for 2026, like the New Year. It's like the beginning, or this is the time where something comes to an end, you know? You just want to become somebody who's adaptable, in flow, who's open-minded, who's open to any experience. And right now, you have certain restrictions upon you based upon, you know, the responsibilities that you have, whether it's assets, whether it is a job that you have. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like a lot. What is final advice here for pile number 3? So we have magnetism. You want to increase your intimacy and emotional fulfillment, indulging in life's pleasures, enhancing your personal charm and attractiveness. You want more harmony in your life.
You want people that you can cooperate with. You have an appreciation for art and aesthetics. Yeah, I had a lot of that creative energy. People will want to be your friend. Yeah, that's coming out there as well. Or it's like you have a whole community that you draw toward you as well. Beautiful. And then you have somebody who will ask you out, which is interesting because we have that twin flame divine connection energy there. So it's like if you are single, this is meeting somebody who's like your divine match or an incredible partner. If this reading resonated with you, leave me a comment in the comment section. And if you would like to book a personalized reading with me, link is in the description box. Much love.